We'll start straight away. India's assistant coach is here. Announced, right?
Yeah.
Ryan, it was a good performance against Pakistan. Just wanted to know that the coaches have already said about this, that people need to be flexible apart from the openers, and everyone needs to be flexible about their batting positions. But between being able to doing it and also being sent over there, do you think Sanju at that position, you think he's going to grow into that role as a number 5?
Yeah, I think, he's had 2 outings now, 2 decent chances, and he's still figuring out how to play that role. I think the wicket also got a little bit tighter in the Pakistan game. But, certainly with the way Shubman and Abbey are going at the top, and you got your captain batting at 3, and the way Tilak's played, we're really looking for a number 5. So we believe Sanju is the best man for that job, and we've got no doubt that he'll figure out how to play that role in the future.
Ryan, we were initially told that after the Oman game, India wouldn't practice. That's what we were informed, and then we got to know about an optional practice. Was there any particular player like Shubman who wanted something like that? Because for the 2 games he didn't perform, and was there any particular input from the coaches that you all came? Because the 3 people who turned up, Abhishek and Shubman, actually went and won that game for India. That's part 1. And part 2, when you play a high-intensity game like the one against Pakistan, how is it that you guys unwind? Because obviously the extra political tension and everything was high. We know that. So it's no escaping that. How does a team unwind and then get ready for another game in 2 days' time?
Yeah, I'll address those questions separately. I think, Abu Dhabi was not ideal, and it took us a bit longer than we expected to get there. And I don't think Shubman prepared in the way he wanted to on the day. So being the professional he is, he wanted to top up on what he has been doing. So yes, initially we said no practice, but he felt that he wanted to do something, and Abby wanted to come along and do something as well. And I think it's more coincidence that those guys had a hit and performed on the next day. But we're always trying to facilitate not only the playing 11, but particularly the guys who aren't playing. At the same time, being flexible in allowing them time off. Like you say, it's a high pressure situation all the time. And we leave it up to the players at times to choose. Tonight's optional as well, and I think everyone bar 1 or 2 of the bowlers is down there. Look, unwinding, I think this last week has been heightened in terms of the stuff going around, particularly the game against Pakistan. And I think I should also take the opportunity just to say how well I thought our guys handled themselves the other night. And yesterday was a total day off, so guys mainly just stay around the hotel and spend a little bit of time with themselves, and then ready to go again today. And like I said, the level of professionalism, playing these 4 games in 7 days, it's going to be more a physical challenge than a mental challenge for these guys.
Yeah. Ryan, I don't know if there's any ideal situation, but you only had the 1 game where you batted first, you've been chasing, and the top order has got all the runs, so you have somebody like a Hardik or even a Dubey or an Aksar who's really not had a hit apart from that 1 game in Abu Dhabi. So obviously you do want to win easily, but is there a feeling somewhere that maybe these guys haven't had enough batting in the lead up to these games?
Yeah, you're spot on. And obviously we tried in Abu Dhabi to get some guys some time at the wickets. But we're trying to manage looking ahead and also managing important competitions like the Asia Cup. So it's very difficult to think of someone like a Jitesh or a Rinku. They're unlikely to get a game now given the situation we find ourselves in. But the boys are doing excellent work at training, and you probably have to look at bilateral series more realistically as a chance to get guys in to show what they can do, and also to give guys a chance to show how flexible they are at their positions. But certainly now with the format of this competition, 4 games, 2 wins doesn't even guarantee you going through. So it's not like you can take your foot off the pedal at any time, and that's been an unfortunate consequence of what we're trying to achieve by trying guys in different positions.
Ryan, India is obviously the number 1 T20 side in the world, and playing superbly also in this tournament. What kind of mindset do you carry out when you play against a team like Bangladesh, who is highly motivated now, though they are not in that level in skill-wise, but they are highly motivated to do well in a tournament? What kind of mindset do you carry to play against Bangladesh?
Our general principle is respect everyone, fear no one, and it's more about our process and what we're trying to achieve. And the focus will be putting our best game out again. We actually thought we were a bit scrappy against Pakistan. We weren't happy with their performance. We've just had a team meeting now, and as we always do, we're trying to address the things we feel we can be better at and more clinical at. So regardless whether it's Bangladesh or Oman, whoever we're facing, the guys tomorrow will be trying to put their best foot forward and give their best performance. And we respect Bangladesh. I think they're a side on the rise. They've kind of adapted their cricket as well to the new style of T20. There's some nice attacking players up front. We're looking forward to the challenge tomorrow.
Ryan here. All of us know that all the cricketers can't have the best day on the field. So how coaching staff handles with players when they have an off day?
That's a great question. I think the ambition is always to win and to be faultless, but the expectation is more around the effort you put in. And this unit is very good at concentrating on that. The only expectation is that you show up and you give absolutely everything for the team every time. We're not concerned with drop catches. We'll go back and look at what we can do better. But again, the process, the guys are working really hard, and not that we excuse it, but we accept it as part of the game. And like I said, the expectation is that they put in 100% effort all the time. And I can't think of one moment with this team where they haven't done that.
And hi, just going back to the India versus Pakistan game, it's a team and management that's been talking about the spirit of the game since the first game versus India happened. But then there is Haris Rauf who made provocative gestures. Don't you find it hypocritical? At one stage they're talking about preaching sportsman spirit, but then on the other hand you have a player who's making those provocative gestures. What do you make of that?
Yeah, look, let me first say, the amount of pressure that's been heaped on the players because of the situation, it's very difficult to control your behavior. I did see some of the things Harris did, and, that's not our concern. Like I said earlier, we're really proud of how the guys carried themselves. They fought fire with their bats on the field. And, other teams, I'm sure they have issues with some of the things we've done. But from our side, we're delighted with how our guys have carried themselves in the tournament.
Coach, Coach, can you explain the mindset of Abhishek Sharma that he has come across a player who instills that fear factor in the opposition's mind. So when he trains, when he's in the hotel, when he's talking to the coaches in the team meetings, what is the mindset of Abhishek Sharma that makes him so different?
I think fearless is the right word there, but don't forget that's backed up with an incredible amount of skill. You can be fearless but not have the tools to do it, and he has both. And the message from the leadership group, from Surya and the coaches, is just keep that. And again, the expectation is that he just keeps and sticks to his processes, and he's not going to be successful all the time. It's impossible playing the type of cricket he plays. But we want him to keep playing that way and keep practicing that way. And if ever you've seen him practice, he goes at 100%. So yeah, he's a pretty relaxed guy. He doesn't say a heck of a lot, but he loves batting and he loves swinging his bat, and that fits in well with what we're trying to do.
Ryan, the game against Pakistan, the Pakistani opener was batting very aggressively, and then the celebration, we all know that. What kind of reaction the Indian team had when they saw that kind of celebration, and do you think they got carried away with the start?
Look, they had a very good start. I don't think they got carried away with it. I think we managed to pull it back really well after 10 overs. And again, I will say, given the situation, you can see why guys are behaving and what they're trying to portray. But we were very focused on how we wanted to behave. And I think we stuck to the cricket really well. It would have been easy to lose our minds at that point, given the celebration as well and some of the words during the game from the Pakistan bowling unit. But I thought the guys stuck really well to the task of getting the job done and winning the game. And like I said, not at our very best, so lots of things to work on. But still managing to win rather comfortably is very pleasing for us.
Hi, Coach. Given the format, you guys are playing back-to-back matches. There's hardly any time. Yesterday was a one-off, day off. The question is on Jasprit Bumrah. Will we see Bumrah getting a rest in one of the Super 4 matches? Because since his workload management is always something we highly spoken about.
against Bangladesh, and he's not traveled with the team as of now for today. Also, he's opted out. That's an optional training practice, but we'll see Bumrah not playing in one of these two matches before.
Look, there's obviously a game tonight and our game tomorrow night, and we'll have a better understanding of how the table sits, but it's very unlikely that you go into the last game knowing you've qualified. So I'd say unlikely that he'll get a rest. And also bearing in mind, we have a test match starting on Thursday. So it's actually quite good preparation in terms of workload management. You know, he's probably going to bowl, if he plays all the games, he'll bowl in the region of 25, 26 overs with the training and the preparation going into the games, which is a fairly good number the week before a test. So, you know, if we have the luxury to have that option in the last game, we can look at it. But I'd say we're going to, you know, pick our best team for every game, and he obviously fits into that picture, and he's doing a very tough task. You don't see many bowlers in this format bowling all 3 overs in the power play. So it's quite strenuous as well, but we feel it's the right amount of work going into the test match, and obviously the importance of this competition as well.
Coach, Mustafiz is playing IPL regular basis, and he's in good form. How do you evaluate Mustafiz's performance, and do you think the India-Bangladesh match in this Dubai pitch, he will be X-factor?
Sorry, how do I...
Mustafiz.
Yeah, how do I rate his what?
How you evaluate his performance?
Performance, okay. Yeah, he's a champion. He's been around a long time, a very skillful bowler. We obviously know the skill sets that he brings. And I think for someone to do so well internationally over such a long time, and obviously goes to IPL and does very well as well when he goes there. Like I said earlier, you know, we respect all our opposition. There are many good players in the Bangladesh side. And Mustafiz is probably their premium bowler. So, yeah, we rate him highly.
Ryan, just a follow-up on Jasprit Bumrah. He's played 3 games and had a different role in this tournament in the sense that he's bowled 3 in the power play. As a coaching group, when you debrief, where do you assess how he's gone so far in the tournament?
He's gone very well. It wasn't his most polished performance against Pakistan the other night, but we also understand that he's doing an exceptionally tough job to bowl. You know, the first 3 overs with 2 out, and the last over of the innings or the second last over where guys are going as well. Again, you know, sort of evaluating the performance, it's easy to look at 0 to 45 on the night, but we're still happy with that performance, and there's going to be days where he doesn't get wickets and he's going to go for runs. But in terms of how we set up the team, you know, obviously with 2 seamers and going spin heavy, we feel at the moment that's the best job, and we can be flexible around that strategy. But certainly try to close off the power play the other night when Pakistan were going well. He was the right option, and you know, he's a top performer, as good as you get, and he'll have better nights than the other night, but very happy with him.
Thank you, Ryan and Marlon.
Thank you.